When Elizabeth Chung migrated to Australia from China in the 1930s, Melbourne Chinatown was a place she had a deep personal connection with.
And my mum used to go in there for shopping because Chinatown then was a place mainly of shopkeepers, a few restaurants, Chinese churches, and it was a very personal. Everybody was an auntie or an uncle. This is history.
Yeah.
This is history.
But now she feels that connection has changed.
It's simply because the old restaurateurs, my peers, my generation, have now gone. They've retired. I now feel almost a stranger, and that's a very, very funny feeling for me.
As Melbourne Chinatown struggles to return to its pre-pandemic golden age, younger generations have been busy creating new Chinese cultural hubs of their own. That includes Box Hill, an outer suburb east of Melbourne.
The variety of food, the diversity of cuisine that we now have from various parts of China is amazing. The aromas are great. Box Hill in itself is, I think, the better Chinatown of Melbourne.
A development in this suburb was initially called Xintangli, or New Chinatown, to appeal to younger people and new migrants. However, the brand has recently been dropped to avoid controversy. Mark Wong, director of the Museum of Chinese History, argues what Chinatown represents is not just fantastical marketing ideas, but a crucial part of the city of Melbourne's history and fabric.
Every Chinatown, they go through these troughs and peaks, and there might be some competition from Box Hill naming a certain place Chinatown, but so be it. We are a historic street. We're the oldest Chinatown streetscape in the Western world. So this is a continuous living history for 170 years. This is not something that we just are recreating as a facade. It's not a Disneyland, it's authentic.
However, detractors say that history is shifting and that it's not simply a desire to relocate Chinatown, but a demographic shifts to a much more diverse area of Chinese communities like Box Hill, Glenville, Doncaster, and Springvale. And it's not just in Melbourne, but in Sydney too, with new Chinatowns popping up in Eastwood, Chatswood, Burwood, and Hurstville. Many of these new Chinatowns have attracted thousands of supporters. Well, there are different views on the challenges facing Australia's Chinatowns. Meeting the needs of a growing community will be a shared mission for both traditional and emerging Chinese hubs.
I think the challenges that lie ahead for Chinatown include, what's in it for young Asian Australians, but also younger generations of Australians in general, What's going to be their Chinatown story? Because for people like me, Chinatown has a different meaning, but also through the generations. So I think that's the challenge moving ahead is what's going to be the significance of Chinatown and how do we tell that story for those generations?